What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Plugin Police. I'm your host, Massive Pimple. Why am I wearing this? I want to, okay? Shut up. Today we'll be reviewing Devious Machine's Infiltrator 2. As Steven and Rob infiltrate Devious Machine headquarters to make sure we get a fresh and hot copy. Hot and fresh copy. This is a disaster. I got it off Pirate Bay, man. Shh. Dude, you can't say that. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Yeah, consider doing it. Not because I have a gun pointed at you right now or anything. Infiltrator is a multi-effect which can stack, sequence, and modulate up to 10 different effects at once. Whether it's liquid, analog filtering, or reality-bending sonic transformation, Infiltrator puts it all at your fingertips. I lost my fingertips in the Bitwig battle of October 5th, 2022, sadly. Infiltrator version 2 doubles the number of effects, presets, and modulation options over its predecessor. If you already own Infiltrator 1, you can upgrade for free. Free? Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys some of the things the plugin can do really quickly here. Okay, first things first, we could throw it on a drum loop. As you can see, there's a ton of presets here, all separated by category. You can even search through them. Oh, look at that, you can resize it. Wow. So a good way to use it would be to use the beat repeat and then, you know, turn it on and off, or you can use MIDI to trigger it. Let's check out the glitch. So the way I like to use it is I'll just like throw a little automation point where I'm turning it on and off, especially when you're working with drums or something, because you don't want it playing the entire time, right? Now let's say we want to edit this a bit more. As you can see, there's different effects here and they're being affected by different patterns. We can turn them on and off. Let's say we don't like the pattern of this one right here. We can randomize it right there. And look at that, we've created a new preset out of the old preset. You can use presets and then re-randomize them to be different from their original form. And then we can also trigger it with MIDI if we want to as well. So as long as I hold the MIDI note, it'll do the effect. As you can see, it's pretty fun. I'd say this is one of the funnest plugins I've probably ever reviewed on the channel. So let's just take a pad or like a melody loop or something. And then we'll go through one of these effects here, maybe like a filter effect or modulation or something. Let's just try some different things. We can go through randomize this a bit, make this a little more our own. Let's go back to the studio. It's $500 an hour, by the way, so pay up. Actually, before we get back to the studio, let me show you this beat I made with it really quickly here. I used on everything within the beat, including the melodies, the bass, the drums, etc. So yeah, you can make some pretty chaotic shit with this. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about this plugin. Maybe a few notes, but nothing too drastic. I found this plugin useful for a variety of things, including chopping up drums, adding fills, glitches, taking a melody or bass sound and transforming it into something completely different or even slightly different. I really like this sort of plugin for adding variation to my music in a fun and creative way. It can get tedious and time consuming working with individual plugins or effects and automating each effect or plugin to operate together in a certain way. While this plugin lets you work with a few at once, and it makes it as simple as I think it possibly could be. There's no other quick way for me to randomize automation parameters like you can quickly with this plugin. Another good thing is this plugin is really easy to start using if it's your first time using it. Now this thing has an absurd amount of presets. 1,500 presets.
Holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit is right. This plugin is definitely my new go-to for controlled pattern and rhythmic effects, or even just trying something new. Earlier I mentioned transforming one sound into another. I'll show you guys what I mean here. Check out what I did to this 808. Here it is dry. And then when I throw this Rotterdam bass preset on it, you can actually even turn a saw bass into a neuro bass. I was pretty impressed by that and shocked at the same time. I didn't really think it could be that easy. It's worth noting this preset did throw the bass line that was playing slightly out of key here and there, but I fixed it by using Melodic. Here's the basic saw bass beforehand. Now I'm going to turn on Infiltrator and throw that preset on it. Pretty legit, right? I've only run into one issue with this plugin. Will you guess what it is? No. When you're jumping between the different presets, sometimes there's a big jump in volume. Be careful, hopefully this doesn't make you go deaf. There's probably a good chance it won't because a lot of the presets are pretty good. I guess in order to fix this, they could try adjusting the volume of the presets so they're more on the same level, or it'd be nice if they had an auto makeup gain / reduction feature implemented in it. I feel like the quality and abundance of the presets kind of negates the fact that the volumes do jump a bit here and there. I guess just beware, you know? A lot of times presets are shit. These are not shit. Whoever made a majority of these presets, you're doing the Lord's work. Keep it up, kid. This plugin makes Gross Beat, LFO Tool, and Stutter Edit look dumb. You're dumb, and I no longer love you. Stutter Edit is pretty cool, but being forced to use your MIDI controller isn't always my favorite option. I also feel like the UI and presets aren't as up to par as this plugin. Now, Gross Beat, it's gross. Gross Beat honestly isn't that bad, but it's a bit more simple, less presets, and the UI again is it's gross. LFO Tool is less developed but pretty similar. My biggest problem with it is it feels pretty claustrophobic and it just doesn't have as many effects, and the presets are nowhere near as developed either. Shaperbox is pretty cool, but I don't really like the UI in comparison to this. I feel like it's doing what this plugin does, but it makes it a lot more work. Also, it doesn't have as many effects as this one does. Now, Infiltrator 2, that one's just right. The CPU usage never went above 3% for me either, with one instance. Now the results may be different for you. I have a pretty good computer, I know, so be jealous, please. That's what I spent the money for. So you can get this plugin on sale for $85 right now. It doesn't say when it will go back to the regular price of $129. I checked all over their website, couldn't find it. But there's also a free demo too. Honestly, just check out the demo. Just check out the demo if this sounds interesting to you. You probably won't be disappointed unless you don't like putting effects on things within your music, or if you just like to have plain, boring music. I promise they did not pay me to talk about this. They didn't even give me this plugin. I actually had to go out of my way to get this plugin. Like I said earlier, I had to infiltrate headquarters. Now, this may be the most positive review I've ever given on this channel, weirdly. Yeah, the one time I don't get sent a plugin, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's weird how that works. But I give Infiltrator 2 a 10 out of 10. Round of applause. If someone's finally done it. Someone's finally done it. Now, I don't know if there's anything that beats this plugin in terms of this genre of effect plugin. If you guys know of anything, let me know down in the comments. I didn't think there was anything that could beat this. I know of quite a few alternatives, but none of them are as good in my opinion. I'm your host, Massive Hater. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out my second channel, my Twitch channel, Instagram, Twitter. If you guys want to see more content from me, I'll see you guys in the next video. Consider supporting me on Patreon or through channel membership. You get perks. Not those kind of perks.
Bang Incorporated.